Hey guys, what's happening? What's happening? All right, so welcome to another live streaming here, the Creative Shredder Week. I'm doing a series of live streamings here, or master classes, or whatever you want to call. And it's just hanging here for 1 hour, 15 minutes, and giving my best to share with you some good knowledge about music and guitar. And let me know if you guys were here the last, Monday and Tuesday, when we talked about practice routine, and then we practice a bit. I mean, at least I did, and I don't know about you. And in this video here, in this live streaming here, we're gonna talk about creativity and combining ideas, and that's helpful for creating melodies, creating riffs, writing songs, and of course, improvisation and creating solos. So creating music, basically, your own music. So let's talk about this, and I want to just say hi to everyone, and just read, guys from Los Angeles, Malta, Norway. Kiko is better than watch a movie. Oh, thank you. Well, it depends on the movie, of course, but Colombia or Colombia, what is that? Just let me know if the sound was okay, the guitar is too loud, it's too, like that. Let me know. Sometimes you guys say that guitar's too loud, or too, the backing track's too loud, or my voice is okay. Just let me know. It's always helpful to know. I do sound check before, but Hungary, Cyprus, Mexico, el Kiko, el Chavo del Ocho. All right, so Venezuela, France, Grenoble. Ah, j'étais là-bas une fois, dans le 95. Finland, Suomi, Germany, Florida, death metal. South Florida, death metal. Mike. Well, Mike, you're asking about the mentorship the other day, right? So yeah. You have it on my Instagram or my website. You have the information there. All right, Phil, thanks a lot. France, Toulouse. Yeah, Toulouse. Nicaragua. All right. Turkey, and Ireland. Oh, amazing. Italy, Berkeley, right. Argentina. No, Argentina in Denmark. Argentino. All right, so Argentina, yes. All right, guys. So now I have another question here, because we've been talking about that problem that I don't know if you guys have, but I feel, based on questions, and, sometimes I feel myself as well. We watch a lot of stuff, we buy books, and we buy courses and videos, and, we watch a lot of stuff here on YouTube, right? And we practice, we play, and then we play for 1, 2, 5, 10 years, 15 years, some guys like 20 years playing, and then you don't feel like you're evolving, you don't feel that you're learning more. And some guys are there like for 5, 10 years playing the same, playing the pentatonic. Not a problem to play the pentatonic, but it feels like stuck there, and then doesn't feel that, have the control, the music control, and to express. And so what's happening, so it's hard to understand why you dedicate so much time, you buy gear, and then you try to practice, but nothing really happens, because you still don't, you have this feeling that you don't know how to improvise. You don't feel, there's a lot of blind spots, right? You don't know how to create a song, to create melodies, and then, yeah. So I want to know about if you guys feel like this, like, I don't know, James, Tiago, and Jason, and Patrick, and Fiorella, and Enrique Carvalho. So let me know. Um, let me know if you guys feel like this. Janus, Gilmar, and Daniel from Uruguay. The Time Prophet. Oh, from UK. Yeah. So let me know. And if you still feel like overloaded with a lot of information, if you don't understand music, because my idea is like always trying to simplify in a way that's still interesting for beginners and possible for beginners and even like intermediate or even advanced to see those fundamentals. The advanced players would see as fundamentals to revise fundamentals, to play fundamentals. And then beginners, you start like on the right path in that, and you don't get overwhelmed with a lot of information, with a lot of names and theories and stuff like that, and techniques, because making music should be simple. The act of making music should be a natural thing. Everyone, it's like writing. Once you have some skills, like music, even way easier than writing, right? Because it's a natural thing from our body, it's like speaking and then just turning into long notes, and suddenly you have the notes, or you can clap your hands. That's just a natural thing for our body. So should be natural, but you start complicating so much that we think is a big thing. Then only the geniuses, or only the composers, only the conductors, the composers, the guitar heroes, they're capable of doing those great melodies, those great songs. And actually, the act of creating music should be a natural thing for everyone, And I want to see if I can show some stuff like that, so you just feel like, okay, I'm able to do that as well, But I want to read a bit, like, what do you guys think about this block, when you try to write a melody, when you try to when you just try to sing something, when you try to play something, improvise over a backing track, and then you don't feel like you don't feel good, because you don't feel like, you feel like empty, So let me know. Yeah, my mic can be louder. Yes, no problem. Let me see here. Where's my mic? Let me see here. Try my best here. Let me know if it's better. I can talk closer to the mic too. Let me see here. After Massimo, after 30 years, still like a beginner. That's your feeling. It's a hard time finding good scales that work in metal music. Well, the scales, they're all the same for all styles of music, right? So it's more like the aesthetics, the way you execute the notes, right? But yeah, I know what you mean. All right, so yeah, I would not. I can Choro de Criança is another song. One day I can do a live streaming about this. All right, Jason. If I limit the amount of music I listen in order not to interfere, no. I don't listen to music a lot, but it's not because I don't want. Actually, I'd love to be able to listen to music while doing all the stuff, but I get so distracted when I listen to music, and I like listening to music. So if I have to do something else, in the end, I don't listen to music. It's funny. I like to play music. So if I have the time, I play music, and yeah. Sometimes I listen to analyze some stuff to see what's going on, and yeah. Anyways, all right. So one thing to start here, I wrote some basic things for you to write melodies and melodies and songs and riffs and all that is all the same. But I will try to you know show some examples here, right? I'm still reading some stuff. It's like if you feel like you can be a creator, like then allow yourself to be. I can create. It's okay. I can do it. It's a natural thing. Understand this because, I mean, a bit of storytelling here, right? So I remember when I started learning guitar, and I was like learning the modes or the pentatonic shapes and learning licks, and I was 14, 15 years old. Learning the chords and then playing songs, and I wanted to. It was very hard to get tabs and material like this, songbooks, very very hard back in the days and in Brazil. So the few songs that I was able to get from friends or songbooks, I was trying to learn the songs, and I was always I had this feeling that my place was to reproduce songs and phrases and licks from other guitar players, which was amazing. The fact that I was able to play some solos from artists that was a big, that I liked, was already a great feeling. And then when I started playing with Angra, and then you have like your own band, and every have like the singer Andre and Rafael, the guitar player, like they were like doing like university. Music university, so they were into this composition things, the methods, the structures, learning stuff, and I was like learning jazz and improvisation, a lot of improvisation and technique, and then I was not like, I didn't let myself be this composer, I thought this is like another kind of musician, I thought like I'm this guy that can play, but I'm not the guy who can compose. When I was 16, 17, 18, something like that. And then in the band, then I start writing some riffs here and there, some collaborations, with other guys, half of a song, a third of a song, like 3 guys, 2 guys, and always like towards the riffs, towards the solos, the instrumental parts. Then later, I was like, okay, like if I can write a melody on the guitar for a solo, why not? I asked the singer to sing this melody. So it's all the same thing, You just have to adapt for voice, for whatever the possibilities of the range of the voice of the singer, things like this. But you cannot do like fast arpeggio runs, for the singer. But I was like, okay, it's possible. And then, so this period of creating few riffs to collaborating, and then to the point that I was able to write entire album, and there was No Gravity in 2004, and like producing, like deciding everything, it took 10 years, because I was not feeling that I was like this guy that could do everything, Then in the end, like the album, I recorded the bass, piano, percussion, and I was like having fun, discovering the power of being a creator as well. So I think it's a mindset that you understand that it's possible. It's a natural thing, right? And then the second thing would be, every time you play, you never judge, because we tend to compare our ideas. If I play something here, try to create a melody here on the spot, we tend to judge and compare this idea here to the great songs of the great artists, But you have always to remember that the best songs, like whatever, like Stair to Heaven, or I don't know, like, great songs like Symphony of Destruction, I don't know, like Let It Be, the great songs, and Bohemian from Queen, right? They have so many songs and so many albums, and then for those songs to be there on those albums, probably they had another 10, 20, 30 songs. And then for these other 10, 20, 30 songs, they probably had another 50 ideas that they didn't, was good, but they didn't use. And then another 100 or more of bad ideas, you know. So, but we don't know. We were not there to see it. But I can tell that, like, when I write an album like open source, I know that I had at least like another 15, 20 songs, not complete songs, that they're not good, you know. So there's a lot. Basically the second thing is, like, don't judge, because the trash can has to be full of ideas, you know, basically that. And then it's just like mining, you know. You will like compose like 20 riffs to choose one, you know, just like, oh, that's the one. And then that's the one you're gonna, you know, use for your song. And then you see if the song's gonna make it to the album, right? Let me know if you guys agree with that. Can I play a bit and I can read the comments? I like this new way of performing, so I just improvise something here and I can read at the same time. Yeah, so Beatriz, she said she has a problem multitasking. Yeah. Okay, that's actually the next thing on my list here, getting into the flow, which is like this word that's cool, is a cool word, you know, flow. To get into this state of mind that you don't care about all the things around you, and just get into it. And then you hum the melody, you sing along, you just play, and you have to train. It's like a meditation thing. You have to train yourself to get into that vibe, that zone. And then somebody said, I didn't see who wrote that, but it's a skill, like creating. It's a skill, like combining ideas, things that you hear, things that you know. It's a skill that, like, to put those things together, the combination of things, you know, like creativity is a combination, just combining things, you know, and then your own way, you know, you select things, you know, that you like, and then you combine them, and then that's yours. And can be an arpeggio with a melody from a song that you used to listen when you were young, and then with a radio hit and whatever, or it's a lick that you just learned, or something like that, you know, a new scale or a new chord that inspires you to start a groove, you know. So to get into this state of mind, and there's a lot of there's a lot of ways to get into that. You know, you have to discover your way, the place you like to be, the instrument you like to play, and keep changing. You know, maybe you have like a computer and you're set up plugins like I have here, and then I can sit down here and try to do stuff, and I can record right away. But sometimes I don't feel like that. It might be like acoustic guitar sitting, in my bedroom. Can be outside, or just changing the environment as well, to or any place is a place. Like just give you an instrument or just hum something. You're walking on the street and then you're like, oh, it's a melody here. You record the idea. So this is very important to train yourself to get into the zone, right? And creative process is a subjective experience. Totally. We have some common things as human beings, I believe. If you're too tired, it doesn't work. If you start doing other stuff that's not related to, like, whatever, answering emails, responding the messages on the phone, it disturbs this. I think that's a common thing, although it's subjective, but this is a common thing, but like going for a walk, or like being relaxed somehow, or like with energy. I like to create stuff in the morning, so I'm fresh, and like my brain's working, and then I like it works for me, But of course, at night when everything is peaceful and calm, and it can be a great moment as well, But I need to be, with energy still, cannot be very late. So it depends. It's a lot of things, but multitasking for sure is not the thing. Another thing that is very important is like how you start the process, and then also if you start, if you have a commitment, like you have to record an album because you have a record label, or they have a deadline, and then you have to force yourself to write that song, but on a daily basis, right? Like it's like going to the gym, it's like doing an exercise, it's like you have to do it every day. You have to at least have a moment that you just play something that you're not repeating, you're not just copying somebody else. You're just playing whatever you feel like. This is important too. So you break that first, you break the ice. How do you say? Like you just break that first step. You start, get moving. And the thing that is very important is like any idea works. Any idea, just get any stupid stuff, and then it's always like, let me get the super stupid stuff, like super simple, and then from there I can go and do something. It can be anything, like stuff like this. But start like a simple thing, like right. So can be something simple. It doesn't matter. Then you get into the vibe, get into the mood, and then you can start adding stuff, and you feel what's happening, and then you continue to that idea, or develop the motif. We'll talk about this, but can we, from the anything, could be even simpler, like it doesn't matter. You don't judge. You just keep going. And then, experiment. Just, simple things like this, and then guitar picks flying, right? Do you guys agree with that? Whereas, I'm trying to simplify things, but that's the way you it helps. You should do it. It helps, like simple things, and then you change the chord, then you add some other instruments, and then you can add a phrase, then you start adding things. My songs, at least, they are like super simple. That's the way I see it. When I see that, people say, "No, come on, your songs are not simple," but they start simple. They start with some like dumb idea. Cool approach, Devin Brown. Let me know. What do you guys think? I like the song. All right, you have a song here. Nice, agreed. Let me see. Do you know that an idea is a great one? Not. So I don't care if the idea is good or not. I just keep going. Because sometimes like a small motif, a small thing, kind of your brain start finding other ways, and then that small motif you're not even using anymore. But it's a starting. It's a sparkle to start. Otherwise it's like, how can you imagine that you're gonna grab your instrument, your guitar, your piano, or start singing like the best melody ever? It's not gonna happen like this. You have to like keep doing it. Keep going. I mean, this Beatles documentary is beautiful to see, like Paul McCartney kind of creating the stuff there. You see, it's not ready, but he's feeling that something there. There's something like Get Back. He's like, okay, this is cool, it's going somewhere, but it's not there yet, And then when the song is done, it's like, oh yeah, Get Back. So it's the same thing, It's the same thing. All right, so guys, just don't ask me to play songs. I'm talking about the creativity and creating songs, and then I'm not prepared to play like songs that you guys ask, because I don't have that backing track. I don't know, and some songs I don't know how to play, so it's hard to read stuff. Maybe one day we do like a set list, and then I play this stuff. So I have composed a song, but don't know if it's well enough. And what should I do it? What should I do? So, I mean, the thing is like, it's not one song. I just said like, you have to have a lot of ideas, So if you have this constant moment of creation, you will have like this song that you're not sure if it's good or not, but like if you have only this song, of course you're not sure, because you have one. So you're gonna compare, how are you gonna compare? You're gonna compare your song to the songs that people are releasing, like the big bands, the big artists, and a lot of artists, they have other professional composers. They chase for the best songs from different composers. So are you comparing your one song to this? That's why you don't know, But when you have 5 ideas, you don't need to have like entire song and, like 5 ideas, like with a A-B part, at least like 2-3 parts that kind of tells you the vibe of the song. And then you have like 3 or 4 and 5, and then now you have your best. And then I'm sure that it will be like, okay, this one, I like it, You show to your friends and stuff, to your family. It's like, oh, this is cool. And then you get excited, and then you go back, and then you work more details of the song and arrangements, and that's the way it works, And I just said it took me 10 years to be confident to, okay, I did like 13 songs. My first album. Here's my 13 songs that I wrote 100% of all the songs. You know, before I was writing songs, you know, with the other guys from the band. I did some songs that was only me, I guess, but, you know, slowly, the process, you know, took some time, you know. And of course, it doesn't need to take 10 years, of course. It was just my case because I was more into like playing guitar and in the beginning, and then I start turning into like, I want to create as well, you know. What do you do when you're blocked and you don't have ideas? Well, that's well, let's talk about some things here, because you might I don't believe. I mean, some days you're tired and the idea that you expect you want is not really happening, or you're not super excited about your ideas. But it's like it's work. It's like it's an everyday work, and I don't call this block, you know. I don't call this block. Although I was like, the name of the this class here is like unlock your creativity, but I don't call this a block. It's just like it's a natural thing. Some days you have to be like grinding, you know, mining your ideas. So it takes time. Otherwise, you know, Led Zeppelin would have like, you know, 20 Sire to Heavens, and you know, like it's hard, you know. And sometimes I feel, oh, this song's great, so this is gonna be in the album. Like, this idea is great. I'm gonna work more to find a second part for this riff. You know, I like this riff, but I don't know what to do. That happens a lot. You like a riff, then you try a next idea. It's like it's not in this. You know, I like the riff, but the melody I don't like that much. So now let me try again. You just erase that melody because the riff you like, but not the melody. So erase everything and go back and try to find a melody that is like keeps the standard of the riff, right? Lester is saying that's very hard to program stuff, and well, and then a band is easier. But the band, yes, of course, because if you're a guitar player, you probably don't know much about drums as a drummer, and you can always collaborate with other people. You know, you don't need to have a band to call a friend, a drummer, and like to take a look, to listen, to help you to program the drums. You know, collaborate with other brains. Why you need to be like this 100%? You know. Like, you know, it doesn't, you know, it's not like this, you know, like you just look at the artists, the solo artists, they are always working with great people, great musicians, great producers, great drummers. And, you know, the guys that recorded my albums, you know, like Bruno on drums, Felipe on bass, like amazing, you know, just, they're like just geniuses, you know. So you need to be surrounded by great people as well, you know, so you can create, and then they bring ideas, and then things are just evolve, you know. So, but working with other human beings is not easy too. Sometimes it's, you know, like it's easier to, you know, put, that's what I have here, like the superior drummer, just play amazing stuff there, and I can control the volume, you know. All right, so what else here? Okay. So, you know, like deciding being a creator, never judging the ideas, just keep doing it, just record the ideas, like turn off, you know, the judgment. And then another day later, you know, another month, you have a bunch of ideas recorded on your computer or your phone, and then you go there, different mood, just sit down and listen to the ideas and label. Oh, I like this one, I don't like this one. Then you to like folder of the not you know, folder of the not contender, you know, folder of the ones that you didn't like much. You don't throw away, you know, just leave it in another place, and then the, you know, the okay ones, you know, and then the ones that you like, and then green ones, you know, the green folder, and then you go back to the green folder and try to put more stuff in this green folder, you know, and then you go back and listen again, and maybe you know, relabel. The green ones are not so green anymore. You put in the yellow ones. You're not sure. Some of the yellow ones, then you tweak a bit, and then now it's a green idea. So whatever color code or the label ABC, whatever you can organize your stuff, your ideas, and you go back to them, and you need to have a lot of ideas. That's the trick. That's the trick. So don't judge. Get the flow. Start with any idea. Don't judge, because it's like simple stuff. Simplify everything. Dumb it down, right? And trash can has to be full of ideas. Just like it's okay. Folder full of ideas. Then after you go there and just pick the ones you like the most, and then keep working on that. Right? All right. So let me know what would be like a very simple thing to practice. Let me read a bit here. Do you think the state of mind influences the composition of the song? If you're not having a good time, maybe. Well, it depends. Actually, if you're not having a good time, you're not feeling good. I can, for me, it depends, but it can be actually a better moment, because then the music is your friend, creating stuff is your friend, it's where you is a place you trust, so you go there. In that place is yours, and then you forget all the other problems, so it can help. I think it's a great place. You just forget stuff, It's like yeah. So luckily I'm not into drugs or alcohol, so that's like my thing. I can be there, And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it doesn't connect. I think for me it's more like I don't like to listen to music if I'm very anxious or traffic jam or something, like getting late to a place, and then I don't like to listen to music. I'm not this feeling, But if you have whatever a problem, or not feeling super happy that day, or just lonely or something, and then you just music is your friend. It's gonna be there. So I think you can, if you're aware of that, it's like, okay, let me play. And then you just have the best escape, All right, so when I talk about, just let me find here. Oops. So when I was saying about simple ideas, have this song Reflective, and I always give this example because it's so simple. It's like when I'm talking about stupid, So the idea is C, right? C major, E minor, right? So and then I'm playing the thirds of the chord, right? So the C major, the third is the E, and then the E minor, the third is the G. So basically, it's like. So it's like a lullaby. Right? That is the sound, right? So I can play. Then I think something like groovy, Right? Simple. C, E. Right? So because I have some guitar technique, I'm able to play the arpeggio, but could be only right? Right? This. So that's the song. And then, because I'm doing this, super simple. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. And then I know you can create something like this. Dot, dot, dot. Right? Dot, 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 dot. So. So, kind of a riff, right? Because a lower note, and then the melody. And of course, knowing theory, you know, like the distances of thirds, they're beautiful. That's music is based, the construction of chords are based on distances of thirds. So E and G is a minor third, so it's going to work. So then you have here. Right? Second part. Right? I do it again. The song is reflective, and I was not playing some extra licks, otherwise you're gonna say, oh, this is so complicated. But of course, because then it can, because parallel to composing, you can practice as we did, and it's still here on my channel. The first day of practicing scales and technique and stuff, then you're able to do fast stuff. So you can add some flashy things in between, but the core idea is so simple, and it's like I'm almost embarrassed to show you, the idea, right? So it could be like, right? This. So. Right? So, so the idea here, right? And then, so every time you create now you have a motif, right? You have this motif. It could be, sorry. Like the technique could be simpler instead of like some string skipping here, right? But then and then I just answer this. We have this technique. I can call a technique, right? You create a motif, you can kind of answer that motif. So the answer would be, right? So it's like one person says, and then the other one answers. And then the first person says, and then the second person answers. Right? Does it make sense? It's like that's the question and answer technique for creating melodies. So It's like almost like a conversation, right? So I'm using like very simple melodic points like the E and G, the two chords, C and E minor, and then I create this motif, and then I create an answer to this motif, and then that's it. That's it. And the riff is like, right? And then I added like this Van Halen kind of lick. From the beginning. Again. Cool, you see? And then I'm not explaining the song, but just the idea how they evolve, Because once you have that, and then with the answer, so then I can continue the song with another chord, like, right? And then like, because before I was not moving much the chords, and now suddenly I present all the chords, let's say, something like that, and there's no mystery, just play all the chords. And then I kept the same motif, because now it's new chords, but I'm keeping the same motif, like, no? Because I'm repeating the motif using the different chords, the song keeps flowing, because I'm repeating a motif, so there's a connection, but chords are changing, so it's something new, something that I'm presenting also unexpected, and then back to the right. So everything started in a very, just a very simple thing, right? Let me know. The song's called Reflective. You can Spotify, you can find the song. Like, it's the album Sounds of Innocence. Espetacolare. Grazie mille. So let me know if you guys have any questions about this. Isabella, thanks. Well, all the comments here. Yeah, so again, let me know if this is helping you guys. So the tip here, what is the basic thing that I'm saying? It's like, don't when you're listening to a song, right? The song, you don't know how long the composer took to create the whole thing. Maybe he was playing the whole afternoon, like in piano, and then I went to the acoustic guitar, I was singing, and then change the environments. Like, no, it's gonna be better in the guitar with the groove. Then you can add some I don't know, some keyboards there, and so this song has like some interesting things. Can show you. It's like a note here. So I'm playing a slide, right? So when you hear the song, you have the slide doing a counter melody, you have the bass, the cool drums, Virgil Donati playing the drums, you know, like pads and the whole vibe. But this is after, you know, this is after, you know, you just, this, what I'm showing is like, it's like the essence of the song. And when you play that's like, oh, that's, I can see this is gonna be, you know, interesting. Let me continue that idea. And then you keep going, then you have the other part. And then, all right, so that's cool. What about the next part? Maybe like now like an open chord. That's what happens later. Now it repeats, right? So it grows with it's the same chords of the second part. I'm just like rock. You know, instead of. So I'm repeating the same part now, but now without the motif of the melody. It's open chords and then. Right? So then, but everything started with those two chords, those two notes, the thirds of the chord. Cool? All right, so so one thing you can do to practice, let me get another backing track here. Let me get another backing track here. The Dreamlike. Let's say you play something, Dreamlike is a C sharp. I hope it's not a problem. The key, you know. So let's just play two notes. Imagine if you play like no Anna, no Anna. So if you think you're not able to do stuff, just play two notes. It cannot be like, it can be simpler if you play just one note, you know, but let's, you know, play two notes. So at least you have like, Imagine like a 7-year-old making fun of the friends, like, and then whatever, just playing, goofing around. Then it would do like, and then you start just creating whatever combination that it comes to mind. That's the way you can practice your musicality. You just playing two notes and then just like goofing around with stuff, you know. So like, whatever, right? Now everybody tries now. Too bad I cannot see you guys trying this. Right? Like if you had like a percussion instrument, you know, like a cowbell or something, like you have two sounds, and then you would play like this, right? So it's like really musical. You know, there's a lot of instruments. You have like ding, 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 ding. So it would be kind of the same, right? So. Okay. So you guys baixou a cuica, yeah. Right? Christine is laughing. Come on. You guys are doing this, right? And that whatever. Just like be stupid for a while. Just have fun, you know, just like how can I just twist this, displace this two notes, like those two notes, you know? So that's kind of the idea. And then just like, oh, yeah, like it's natural, you know? Clapping your hand, you know, just natural stuff. Natural, be natural, because when you can write stuff, you know? This is like Beyonce song, you know? It's like, like if you listen to the pop stuff, like it's almost like, you know, super simple songs, Baby Shark level. I'm sorry, but it is, because it's catchy, and then kind of goes, you know, somewhere in our brains and just like grab us. Like, okay, yes, this is fun, you know. I like that because I remember when I was like in the kindergarten, you know, singing. So it's just like a natural human thing, you know. So you should practice this. Of course, you don't need to, you know, at some point you try other notes, right? And we will do this with more notes, but just 2 notes. Right? Comments? Just let me know. Let me know. So every time you feel stuck, like somebody said, oh, when I have, you know, just like go stupid. It's like, what, you know, just feel the groove and then sing something simple, and then see what happens. You know, see how your body feels and how you, and then you try to reproduce, play the guitar, and then with some bends, vibratos, and you give your interpretation, and then music will start happening, right? And then it's like you can improvise, you know. Nice phrasing. You're mimicking. Oh, I can play. Awesome, great, super useful. The baby shark grown up quite fast at the end. Yeah. I'm starting to understand. Good. Kiko's secret revealed. Yeah, I keep listening to the Super Simple Songs YouTube channel to get my ideas that I just play to like fast and combine them, like all the melodies from the Super Simple Songs together, you know. And then it sounds confusing. It sounds like, wow, what a genius. But actually it's like, I'm just, yeah. Motivation. Yeah, enjoying the creating process is very, yeah, exactly. Amun, enjoying the creative process is very important. Yeah, so exactly. Yeah, just it's cool, you know. And then, you know, here kind of it's kind of happy in a way, but it could be like very melancholic. You could do like a simple idea, it's very melancholic, a ballad, and then you get into this dark blue moment, you know. So, and then if you also start studying the scales and the modes, and then you have the tools and the colors to like, you know, I'm feeling like this, I'm going this way or this way. Here I was playing the pentatonic, it's kind of a rock vibe, but you can, if you, then you have the skills and the knowledge, you have this ability of, you know, kind of painting the way you want, you know. But it always starts in not having any fears to do stupid stuff, right? All right, so two notes. I can play with 4 notes now, okay? So I will do the same now, adding another 2 notes, and then still using the pentatonic. So basically, I'm using the triad, so the minor triad. So the root, the third, and the fifth. You don't need to know that, because, but it's, right? 3 notes, and then another one. Let's do it with those 4 ones. I did a video on my channel showing a bit this, but it can be any other 4 notes. Just because this is like the pentatonic, people know. And then you start on the root, right? And then you're playing the root, the third, and the fifth of the tonality. And it sounds, you know, nice, comfortable, and pleasant. And then there's no the note in between. And now the same exercise that you did with 2 notes now have 4 notes. Remember, a scale has 7 notes, right? So, and then of course in a song you can change the scales. You can play chromatic as well, 12 notes. But most of the melodies we hear in pop, rock, they are using 1 scale, 7 notes. So now we're playing 4 already, and then still like very simple. So you can go, then you can think about the contour, like you can go up, down, up, you can go down and come back, and then, you know, like just play around this movement, right? So, you know, and then start, I can play, can play like this, you can go up and down, you can down, up, down, you know. So let's see. Remember the pauses, right? Repeat. Repeat again. Couldn't resist to play out a note, but my bad. All right. Comments? All right. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, so now, so let me know if you guys have ideas that you practice like this too. Um, so another thing like that you could do would be like playing, that's good for guitar players, like thinking the guitar as a piano, right? Like thinking linearly, you know, just like playing, just like finding the, almost the way I was playing. You find the arpeggios, you find the scales just using one string, because then you don't have the scale shapes, you know, the boxes, you know. You're like breaking that habit. And then now you have to use just one string, thinking like a piano, right? Which is here I don't have a piano here. I should have one. Like, you know, like. So. Right? So let's say let me get like A minor to make it, get A minor just to make it simpler. Or maybe this one. Yeah, that one, right? So A minor, it's like A minor. So instead of playing A minor like this, you play. Okay? And then, but and then it's very important to know like tonic, third, you know, the root, third, fifth, octave, and then adding the extra notes of the scale, right? That's the arpeggio, right? Now I'm adding another note, the second. Now I'm playing the arpeggio, adding the fourth, which is what we just did. Then you start like you play the triad and you add one note, and then you hear always the triad, the foundation, and then you add one note and see like, oh, that's cool, you know, with the ninth. That sound, and then with the fourth it was more pentatonic kind of vibe. And then the minor sixth. You know, and it's kind of in my course, 7 Factor, I kind of build, you know, to get to the modes, you have to build your knowledge, like understanding the foundation, and then you add the notes, and then at some point you're like, okay, I understand the 7 notes of the scales, and then you have 7 different modes, each one with their 7 notes, right? So you have to build, you have to go, that's the way I believe, you know, because it was not the way I was taught. So it took me years to understand the modes, you know, but I believe that's the way that you build the knowledge and the technique to be able to improvise and hear the sounds of the arpeggios, the notes and the modes. Now I can, and then the seventh arpeggio, right? Root, third, fifth, seventh. So it's always a distance of thirds. Third, 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 right? So then try to create melodies. So I will start doing like a minor triad with a ninth, and then I minor triad with the fourth, 11th, fourth, and then the minor triad with the other note, the F, the minor sixth, right? Although the chord changes here, so, but anyway. The fourth now. With the minor six. I mean, I'm playing simple stuff, scale, like linear, and visualizing the scale. You know, whole step, half step, whole, half, whole, and then creating melodies. You because you don't have the technique to play like, scales, or like going back to like pentatonic licks. So you're kind of forced to play melodies, and figure out grooves and repetitions and patterns and motifs, and then, of course, it's not going to happen in a day, but that's the way to develop your sense of melodic ideas. Yeah. All right. Simple. I mean, it's simple, the concept. I mean, one thing is being simple, the other one is to be, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, that, just try like in 10 minutes. If it would be easy to do, it wouldn't be fun, It's like, oh, that's easy to do, So, but the concept's simple. It's like a triad. It's like 3 notes triad. 3, 1, 2, 3. Find the notes, 1 string, and then start playing. Just jam along, 3 notes, And then you can repeat those 3 notes here, octave above. Like it's like this is like here, so the neck restarts here, right? So these notes is exactly the same. So this, the same thing. So you can play like this, back and forth, 5 minutes. Then you add 1 note. And then next day you come back, start creating melodies, you sing, you like clap, and and then you start like freeing yourself of the like of this vibe of just playing songs or playing, learning songs from other people. You start feeling this the great feeling of creating stuff. The thing is to unlearn. Yeah, Henry said. No, actually, you combine those things, and then I think if you exercise like those things that I'm saying here, like kind of simple, or like also like simplifying things, just a simple arpeggio, just two notes, and trying to make music with two notes, with four notes, with one string, kind of a exercising the ability of being creative in this tiny space, right? Then that's what I did the other day. Then you can always practice the shapes of the scales. You can practice technique, the sweep picking, the alternate picking, all kinds of pickings, all kinds of tapping styles, legatos, and finger picking, anything. You practice. That's the skills, the technique. I'm talking about the emotions. How you feel free to create stuff. To goof around, to like just throw ideas and without caring. And the next step is like showing the ideas to other people, which is very hard. I have the mentorship group, and I keep telling them, like, just send the idea. They was like, oh no, I cannot send to you, or it's not well recorded, or something. It's like, no, just send, like, whatever you have, just send to me, because I can hear, like, I know that it's not well played or not well recorded, but I can hear if the creativity is there, if you have some sense of melody, if you're, and everything's good, it's always good. Then you lose the fear of showing, because at some point, a lot of people are afraid to show their ideas also, fear of rejection and things like that, And then we have to, as soon as possible, kind of try to break that fear of rejection and the fear of showing your ideas, your solos, your improvisations, All right, so the next thing you can try is like, because here I was playing the A minor and the chords were changing there, right? The other thing you can try is like just playing the notes of the chords, and you get any chord sequence, just choose one chord sequence. You guys can suggest here any chord sequence, chord progression, and then just find few notes of the chords and just play that. That's simple. It's not easy. It's simple. The concept is simple. So a chord progression it's like what about this one? Fly of Icarus, chord progression. So it's like just to be different, like A, E, F sharp minor. So the notes of the chords, like A, E, F minor, or right? And then you can slowly figure out, okay, that's A, E, F sharp here or here. So now we get from this and then you have an idea here for, I don't know. And then start playing around, or just like few notes. A, E, F sharp, So any song, just play it completely, just transform the song. You just get the chords. You're not stealing the song. It's just a chord progression, and then you create something completely different using that, starting point, from another song, from a chord progression. You get a book, look at the chord progression, any song book from any band, And at some point, the chord progressions, the basic ones, the ones that you like, the favorite ones, your favorite ones, and then you tend to go back to the favorite ones, and then it's another problem. Because then you have like, I'm always going there, So I have to, learn new stuff, or like get my brain up to be exposed to other sounds, All right. Good stuff, guys. So, yeah. All right, so let me know if this is helping you guys. Now we've been here for quite long. So, yeah, it's always fun to play stuff. And let me know if this lesson here was good for you guys. And what's your favorite arpeggios? Like all the arpeggios, all of them, And so let me know if this was good. And I'll be here tomorrow to summarize the stuff and answer more questions. And we have always more stuff to say, but yeah, I have more stuff to say. But I think this is already a good start. And just now is your time to explore ideas. Don't be afraid. And yeah, so and tomorrow I will be here same time, giving more information for you guys. And yeah, I have the link here. You can subscribe and then get the links from the other days. And I think everything's working fine now. So let me know. This lesson was very helpful. Thanks a lot for the lesson. Can't believe this is possible. Thanks a lot. Guys, thanks a lot. Yeah, I really, I enjoy sharing those, playing and then sharing those ideas, here with you guys on YouTube and on my courses as well. I'm organizing a platform now. It's like to putting all the courses together. Talk about tomorrow about this. Putting, the modes course, 7-factor, the guitar hacks, the work, the practicing workout, and for in a new platform, the licks and other cool stuff. Those kind of interactions as well, live streamings and stuff. And it's gonna be fun. But I will talk more about this tomorrow. And yeah, so see you tomorrow again, right? And get the link there. Subscribe to get the material, and see you. Have a great day. For you guys in California, it's still morning, and for me, it's like pretty late now. Thanks a lot, everyone, and cheers. Take care. Bye.